Hello, Taurus. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read from what I've been dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel. We'll probably do 3 tarot options review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. I'm going to try to give them the benefit of the doubt, Taurus. Jeez. Oh my gosh. You're like, I'm not. Why? I'm not. Okay. All right, so jumping into this, a couple more. Huh. What the hell is that? What do you mean? That is something else. Energetically, just jumping into this. I mean, what a way to get to that point. What happened? I don't understand this. There are some problems and some issues, and they're looking at you like, you, Taurus, you are the problem, you are the issue. They've dug their heels in, they've made their mind up, and they're absolutely refusing to let this go. In other words, they've dug their heels so far deep into whatever the current situation or energy is, they're like, it is what it is. I don't understand that. Was there a fight, an argument, some sort of huge conflict or brawl? I don't know. This is like, you cannot. They are so closed off to where it's like you can't get nothing through to them. And for some reason, they feel it's beneficial to just, nothing to see here. Let's just go ahead and sweep this under the rug. Because deep down, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. There's that 8 of Cups, unfortunately. Maybe I can. They're like, can we just fucking drop it, Taurus? Like, hey there. Okay. It is a spicy meatball. Damn, there's the tower following. I mean, damn. What is that? I thought the shit was over. Nope. To be continued. Boom. What the fuck? You thought wrong, Bobo. Damn, maybe that time. There's the 10 of Swords. They're like, fuck. What are you doing? Crosswatcher, what are you doing? I mean, I'm just looking at like incremental disconnect from you, Taurus. I mean, they already emphasized right here, I don't give a fuck. Whatever, can we just move on? Over here, it's just, and they just completely and utterly disconnect, like, themselves. And it's not an energy of like, yay, I'm disconnecting from Taurus. No, it's like, I have to disconnect from Taurus. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on. One moment. You can't hear it out. One moment. You can't hear it outside the window, but I was hearing something, and what's weird is it almost sounded like someone vacuuming or working with something. But for some reason, my mind registered it as the scene from Jurassic Park when the Tyrannosaurus Rex is like standing at the front of the museum, I believe it is, and it's just like gutturally, just. In other words, it's like I rule. How trippy! I was like, wait, what the fuck am I hearing? I mean, can you imagine that Tyrannosaurus Rex is just running free on the streets? Like, what was that number? I think that was number 2, when they just they take the baby, which was a bad idea, and if you haven't seen it, the shipping container gets to port, and the T Rexes run loose through the city, and you're just like, sad scene. I think it was in the backyard when the little kid, um, he's upstairs in his room and he looks out the window, and the T Rex's face, just like the one eyeball, just kind of like peeks there and looks at him. And the kid's just like, the fuck am I looking at? And unfortunately, you saw like the dog's chain that was connected to the doghouse hanging out the dinosaur's mouth, all the teeth. I think he was getting a drink of water out of their swimming pool. But anyways, back to this, Taurus. What is that? What is that energy right there where they're kind of responding with like, it is what it is, it's final. I don't care. They're like, I don't care. It's final. What is that? Um there's something there that they're kind of claiming. It is what it is. I know what I'm kind of talking about. I know what I'm working with. Interesting. They're like, I know. They're like, they're interesting. They're kind of shushing you, Taurus. They're like, trust. It's weird. They're like, at the same time, they're like, trust me. They know something. Whatever that is, they clearly know something, but uh, not everything. Just saying. It's actually an interesting energy. What is this very complicated dynamic of them doing something, not just, I mean, clearly they're doing something for themselves, but they have a problem with it, but they've also kind of like made peace with it, but they're also emphasizing it's more specifically strongly for the two of you. They're like, I'll do whatever the hell I got to do. It's not enjoyable, but I know about it, something like that. They're saying it's like in their wheelhouse or something. Okay, this is a little complex there, Taurus. You're kind of throwing me for a bit of a riddle. There's the will, like I just said, in their wheelhouse. Okay, so what? This is. I'm gonna laugh if you show me the devil, just because it looks like a dinosaur. It's a chimera crocodile, but if you show me the devil, I'm gonna crack up. Interesting. What is that? By the way, Crosswatcher, I see what you're doing. I will admit it's good for a nice umbrella. It's you can also call that an eclipse. It's good that the two of you are getting on the same page with doing whatever the two of you need to do to make the dynamic work. That's kind of like a situation where it's like agree to disagree, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. Mm. Difficult to hear. At the same time, it's like, oh, clearly the both of you are doing what the hell you gotta do. One person's emphasizing, I'll do what the fuck I gotta do, and the other person's emphasizing, I'll do what the fuck I gotta do. And it's almost kind of like there's like this interesting agreement about the two of you being in that same mindset. Well, you don't like me now, Crosswatcher? What did I do? They're looking at me, Taurus, like I'm a fucking wild card. Meanwhile, the Seven of Swords is coming out for them. I mean, look at this. What do you mean I'm the wild card? Um, Maybe I'll put like a Joker card right here by the keys. There's a devil on top of the deck. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Crocodile head, lion mane around its neck. It's got like leopard spots on its body, and then hippopotamus feet and hooves. Oh, that's why. That's why you're kind of like responding the way you are towards me. Okay. Tisk tisk. Show me the devil. I'll drop it. They're like, not funny. There's a Three of Swords because you know it. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, you don't have to be in the devil energy to show me the devil energy. You know, it is just an offer. What do you mean you bargain and negotiate with the devil? There's, they're like, what is this weird side eyeing between the two of you going on? Like that side eye emoji, like, oh fuck, oh fuck. Ooh, 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 ooh. That is like hitting the emergency brake on the car going 80. You know what I mean? You hear the screech outside, and then before you know it, you start to see the smoke, and everyone turns their head like, what the fuck is going on? Interesting dynamic. There's the chariot. Like I said, where's the emergency brake? Don't forget to put the flashers on too. Ew. Okay, so you're kind of dancing around that devil offer. I'll give you 5 more cards. Nope. Who's the third party? Who do you have emotions and romantic feelings for on the side besides Taurus? Who's that? You're showing me you're juggling Taurus and one other, and this is why you have your poker face on, and that's why you're in that 3 of swords, because you're like, fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm in a bit of a bind between a rock and a hard place. I don't know what Taurus is going to do right now, and that's why you're looking at each other with those side eyes, because you're like, oh, they know what they got themselves into. There's also a different perspective to look at this from, Taurus, unfortunately. Someone is loving the fact that someone feels like putty in their hand. Like, this is one of those situations where Sagittarius used to treat Aquarius this way. Back then. Not so much now. It's actually kind of changed and shifted, but Aquarius was dealing with someone that, thought that Aquarius was easy, kind of like a simp. Just real easy and real kind of, malleable. Like, I can kind of get my way. I can wrap them around my little finger, or I can like persuade them or sweet talk them, or, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, get my way. They are staying focused on the main priority, and that is taking care of the 2 of you and plus others. But besides that, they haven't thought further down the line because they have no fucking clue what they're going to do. Now, out of my own curiosity and sake, let's see where that devil's at. Just because I know this is toxic. That's why I gave you the opportunity. Like, you can show me the devil now. Or don't. They're like, oh, fuck, look at this. You opened up a can. So that means it's going to be towards the end of the deck, Taurus. Uh-oh. There it is. By the way, that won't work. I knew it. That's toxicity. By the way, it won't work. Damn, you really did air that out, didn't you? Like I said, that energy about, to bring it back around full circle and tie it together. The energy over there that they're like, no, 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 trust me, Taurus, trust me, it'll work. This is the part where I told you so. It's not going to work. They're realizing that now. They kind of have this self-gratifying, like, ego boost in their, pride and all that. But ultimately, they're kind of like, I'm still fucking here with Taurus. And the situation is just clearly not getting any better or smoother between the 2 of you. And they're like, now I have even more on my shoulders. I need to kind of like figure out how to manage and do, in other words. Damn. Now they're questioning, like, oh, fuck, what did I just get myself into? That is crazy. That means Taurus. I mean, they're very clearly showing me they are cross. Well, here's the energies. Um, they're running over to Sagittarius. They're running over to Scorpio. They're running over to Leo. They're running over to Pisces. Um, they're running over to Libra. They're running over to Aquarius. They're running over to, and I know, here's the thing, I know all the cards are on the table, but I'm just showing you the energies of what they're running over to. So that means they're probably listening to those readings. To construct some sort of plan or blueprint as to what they're going to do regarding the living situation or dynamic between the two of you. That is why that devil energy is there, because what they're emphasizing is fuck, 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 fuck. None of this is okay. What the hell am I going to do? The devil is literally on my ass. What did I just say about that Tyrannosaurus Rex? The devil's on my ass. What do you know? Goodbye.